It's 2 a.m. You're exhausted, but your mind is racing. You are laying down in the dark, desperately trying to fall asleep. Instead, that awkward conversation from 3 days ago is replaying on a loop. Tomorrow's to-do list suddenly feels impossible. Your heart is pounding, and you can't seem to turn your brain off. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. For millions of people, anxiety doesn't just show up during the day, it gets worse at night. During the day, the mind is typically engaged with external stimuli. These distractions temporarily divert attention away from internal anxieties. Work-related tasks occupy cognitive resources, reducing focus on worries. Conversations with others provide social interaction and mental engagement. Daily activities create a background of ongoing stimulation. This constant activity effectively suppresses anxiety by keeping the mind occupied. But at night, all of that disappears. This allows the brain's default mode network, DMN, to become more active. The DMN is primarily involved in self-reflection and memory processing. Increased DMN activity at night can trigger deeper introspection. This heightened introspection may lead to overthinking and rumination. Nighttime brain activity can thus amplify reflective thought processes. This intense self-reflection can sometimes result in spiraling thoughts. Spiraling thoughts are characterized by repetitive, negative thought patterns. Therefore, while introspection can be beneficial, it can also trigger negative thought cycles in certain conditions. Here's where it gets really interesting. Your anxiety isn't just psychological, it's hormonal. The body functions on a roughly 24-hour cycle known as the circadian rhythm. This internal clock regulates various physiological processes. One key function of the circadian rhythm is the regulation of hormone production. Hormones like cortisol are produced at specific times of the day. Serotonin production is also influenced by the circadian rhythm. Cortisol, commonly known as the stress hormone, exhibits a diurnal pattern. Cortisol levels typically peak in the morning hours. These levels gradually decline as the day progresses. The lowest cortisol concentration is usually observed around midnight. This regular cortisol fluctuation can be disrupted in individuals experiencing anxiety. When cortisol stays high at night, it keeps your body in a state of alertness when it should be winding down. Meanwhile, serotonin, a neurotransmitter that helps regulate mood, decreases as daylight fades, while melatonin production increases to prepare you for sleep. This natural shift in brain chemistry can make you more susceptible to anxious thoughts in the evening. Here's the cruel irony. Anxiety disrupts sleep, and poor sleep makes anxiety worse. Studies show that sleep deprivation impairs your brain's ability to regulate emotions. When you're awake and sleep pressure builds, cognitive function suffers. This makes it harder for your brain to control emotional responses, creating a perfect storm for nighttime anxiety. Research has also found that people who don't get enough sleep are more emotionally reactive and more likely to develop anxiety symptoms. In fact, one study found that insomnia significantly contributes to anxiety and other mental health issues, potentially because sleep helps us process complex emotions. Insufficient sleep can significantly impact emotional regulation. Sleep deprivation is associated with increased emotional reactivity. Lack of sleep impairs the brain's ability to process complex emotions effectively. This impairment can lead to heightened emotional responses to daily stresses. Consequently, individuals lacking sleep are more susceptible to developing anxiety symptoms. Believe it or not, nighttime anxiety might be hardwired into our biology. Why? Scientists speculate this could be an evolutionary mechanism. For our ancestors, being more alert and fearful at night would have been useful for spotting incoming threats in the dark. While we no longer face the same dangers, our brains haven't fully caught up. Additionally, research has identified what scientists call the mind after midnight hypothesis. Studies show that people's mood tends to plummet between 1 a.m. and 4 a.m., increasing risk of suicidal behavior and substance misuse after dark. One recent study found that while general anxiety can peak at various times throughout the day, racing thoughts, the kind that plague many anxiety sufferers, are at their worst in the evening. The good news? Nighttime anxiety is treatable. Here are evidence-based strategies that can help. A consistent sleep routine is crucial for signaling the brain to prepare for rest. This routine helps regulate the body's natural sleep-wake cycle, also known as the circadian rhythm. Engaging in calming activities before bed can further enhance this signaling process. Examples of such activities include reading a book in a dimly lit room. Gentle stretching exercises can also help relax muscles and ease tension. Listening to calming music or nature sounds is another effective method for winding down. However, avoid going to bed too early, as this can be counterproductive. Prematurely going to bed may worsen insomnia. It can also increase sleep anxiety. Only go to bed when you feel genuinely tired to improve sleep quality. Allocate a specific worry time slot in your daily schedule. Limit this worry time to a brief duration, such as 10 minutes. Schedule it well before bedtime to prevent sleep disruption. Use this time to actively address any nagging thoughts or concerns. Write down notes or to-do items to help process and manage these worries. When worries surface outside of worry time, acknowledge their presence. Consciously redirect these worries instead of engaging with them immediately. Mentally save these concerns for the designated worry period. This redirection helps maintain focus and manage anxiety effectively. Keep a notebook and pen by the bed for immediate access. Use the notebook to record any troubling thoughts that arise. Writing externalizes worries, moving them from mind to paper. This process helps to reduce the emotional impact of the thoughts. Regularly writing down thoughts can improve sleep quality and mental well-being. A conducive sleep environment is crucial for quality rest. Maintaining a cool room temperature is essential. Aim for 60-67 degrees Fahrenheit or 16-19 degrees Celsius. Darkness promotes melatonin production, a key sleep hormone. Achieve darkness using blackout curtains or an eye mask. Minimize noise distractions for uninterrupted sleep. Use white noise or earplugs to create a quiet sleep environment. Establishing a screen cutoff time is crucial for healthy sleep patterns. The recommended cutoff time is at least 30 minutes before going to bed. Blue light emitted from screens can interfere with the body's natural circadian rhythm. This disruption can negatively impact cortisol levels, affecting sleep quality. If screen use is unavoidable, utilize blue light filters to minimize these effects. Caffeine consumption should be strategically timed to minimize negative impacts. Avoid caffeine intake during the afternoon and evening hours. Caffeine can significantly reduce overall sleep time. It can also exacerbate symptoms of anxiety disorders. The effects of caffeine can persist even when consumed 6 hours before bedtime. Therefore, mindful timing of caffeine intake is crucial for sleep quality and mental well-being. Anxiety before bed can be managed through relaxation techniques. Deep breathing exercises can help calm the nervous system. Progressive muscle relaxation reduces tension throughout the body. Meditation promotes a state of mental calmness and reduces worry. While these strategies can help, sometimes you need additional support. Consider reaching out to a mental health professional if you're experiencing other symptoms like panic attacks or intrusive thoughts. Your nighttime anxiety is affecting your ability to function during the day. You've tried self-help strategies for several weeks without improvement. Anxiety regularly prevents you from falling asleep. Nighttime anxiety is common, scientifically explainable, and most importantly, manageable. Your racing thoughts at 2 a.m. aren't a character flaw, they're the result of complex interactions between your brain chemistry, circadian rhythms, and evolutionary biology. By understanding what's happening and implementing evidence-based strategies, you can take back control of your nights and finally get the rest you deserve. Sleep well, everyone.